database project, and basically the purpose of this project is to interpret data from the Louisiana slave database, which is a database that incorporates over 100,000 um, the information of over 100,000 slaves that were brought to Louisiana during the time of slavery in between the 18th and 19th century. Um, think the database entails things such as their race, birthplace, sex, origin, their skill, things of that sort. The first figure it illustrates the race, and the about 85% of the race were obviously black. The second figure is for the origin of the Louisiana slaves, and a huge percentage of it were unidentified, followed by Africans and then Creole. Um, Figure three illustrates that the character of the slaves, in which case a huge majority of them either ran away from their slave master or helped slaves who were running away. And figure four is the sex, and there were more males than females, and then there was about 25% which were unidentified. And the last figure shows the skill, which is basically what the slaves were good at, such as crafts or domestic workers, which the number one word was domestic workers, and it was performed by the house slaves, such as the females, because it entailed doing maid service, laundry, cooking, things of that sort. Um, and that was the whole. Oh, and SPSS was used to interpret the data and make the charts and graphs for the project.
What is the Louisiana database?
The Louisiana Slave Database is a database that has the information of over 100,000 slaves that were brought to Louisiana during the time of slavery, which was the year 1721 through 1820. And basically, it entails all of the information that you would ever need. You know, their name, their slave owners, where they're from, their birthplace, their skill, things of that sort.
Okay. What was the characteristics of slaves? Why was it important and what was the main focus?
The I focused on the characteristics of slaves because during the time of slavery, it was important for the slaves to be unified in a time where they had the most mistreatment. So I found it interesting that a majority of the slaves either ran away or helped those who were running away, because it's like they put the risk of their life on the back burner for them helping another slave get away.
Okay. And why was the majority of slaves' origin unidentified?
A majority of the slaves' origin was most likely unidentified due to the lack of care from the slave owner in terms of documenting where they got their slave from and things of that sort.